Hey guys, welcome back to Wicked Quail and Pork Homestead, the YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our blog. I'll leave that link below. You can also find what we're going to do today on the blog, the full recipe and steps if you'd like to write it down. But today we are going to make some yogurt and possibly, I have some buttermilk in the fridge that needs to be used up. So possibly we're gonna make something, maybe some muffins. The kids really like muffins. We'll make some muffins with the buttermilk. But first I'm gonna show you guys how to make yogurt in your Instant Pot. It's so easy. It's so easy. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be very quick. You guys are gonna be surprised at how easy this is. The one thing I will say is this is for an Instant Pot that has a yogurt button on it. I don't know how to do it otherwise, so I apologize if your Instant Pot does not have a yogurt button on it. And then I'll show you guys at the end the stuff that we use to flavor it with, which can really be anything. But I have almost a whole gallon of our raw milk that needs to be used. This one's a few days old. I'm probably going to use half of it for yogurt because we don't go through that much yogurt. But then the other half I'm probably going to make a corn chowder for dinner. So the first step, well, the first thing you want to do is you want to clean this Instant Pot really well. Just soap it down and rinse it out with as hot of water as you can stand on your hands, because you don't want your yogurt to taste or smell like the chicken that you made last week in your Instant Pot, right? So, and dairy products, milk is very good at grabbing a hold of the flavors around it. So just clean that out super well. And then we're just going to pour the milk into our Instant Pot. We're gonna put it back in and we're gonna press the yogurt button. I think we're just gonna press it twice. You're going to press it until it says boil, and then you're going to leave it alone, and then I will show you the next step after that. Alright guys, so that's already done. That took maybe 20 minutes, 15 actually. So super quick to have that milk boiled and ready. Go ahead and check it when it gets done and just make sure that it reached 180 degrees. Usually mine does no problem, but just be sure about that. So the next step, you're gonna need a bowl, a large bowl of ice, and you're also gonna put some water in there. And then you're going to put your boiled milk in the ice water, and you're going to bring it down to 108 to 115 degrees, somewhere in between. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of active culture yogurt, okay, or a yogurt culture starter is fine, but I just use active culture yogurt. You can go to the store, get plain, don't get sweetened or flavored or anything like that. You want a plain whole milk natural live cultured yogurt, and then you can save from this yogurt that you're making, and you can save it and you can put it in the freezer in 2 tablespoon increments and just pull it out and make yogurt whenever you want to, and you'll have it, right? So mine I'm pulling out of the freezer and I'm gonna warm it up. I'll show you guys that. Just enough so that it's thawed, and I'm gonna add that into the milk after it comes down to 108 to 115 degrees, and then we're gonna put it back in the Instant Pot for 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours. 8 hours is usually plenty, and then the yogurt's gonna be done. You're gonna put it in the fridge, you're gonna cool it overnight. And then you're going to take it out in the morning, put it in containers of your choice, flavor it of your choice, and that's it. You have homemade live culture yogurt with no preservatives, flavored exactly how you like it. So mine will be done around 9 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to show you guys the steps to putting it back in the Instant Pot and adding in the yogurt, the cultured yogurt, and then we will check back in tomorrow morning and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's cooled down, what containers I put it in, and how we flavor it. The yogurt that I took out of the freezer from my saved yogurt before. Alright, good morning guys. So this is what it looks like after sitting in the fridge all night. It's nice and thick. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. You can see this whey. You can drain that off and you know, filter this yogurt through a cheesecloth to get a more thick yogurt, get all that whey and extra liquid off. I usually don't bother. Just because it doesn't bother me. However, I might this time. Sometimes you get more whey than usual, and this time I got quite a bit more than usual. I even drained off some last night, which is fine, but this looks exactly how it's supposed to. It's nice and thick. Alright, so here I'm just going to add my favorite things to the yogurt, which happen to be just cinnamon and honey. Really, I love those two flavors together. And I'll add a little bit of cinnamon sugar to begin with because I'll be honest here, I'm not a yogurt fan unless it does have quite a bit of sweetness in it. That's just how I am. But I know that it's good for me, especially this raw milk yogurt, so I do sweeten it up a little more than I probably should. So then I'm just going to add in some raw, unfiltered honey, and I think that we just bought this stuff at Sam's Club. I have to find a local resource. I know we have local honey farms in the area. I'm just not sure how to get a hold of them. I use a whisk to mix up the yogurts because it really gets it nice and smooth. Homemade yogurt can be a bit lumpy, at least in my experience. So a whisk will smooth it out really nicely for you. And also the way that I put it in the containers, which you'll see in a minute, also seems to smooth it out really nicely. Yeah, see, you'll see me go back in and add more honey. And honestly, I might even add a sprinkle of honey on top when I go to actually eat it. Or I'll pour it over some fruit or some oatmeal, which will help as well. And then you'll see with this last bit of honey that I don't really whisk it in all that well, and that's because I love those swirls of honey in the yogurt while I'm drinking it. You'll see that I put some of this into basically to-go drinkable yogurt containers that we reuse. So having those swirls of honey in there is quite delightful, I feel like. So these are those containers. I will leave the link below for those through our Amazon shop. We have enjoyed them. The one thing with these is do not put them in the dishwasher. They will melt. We learned that the hard way. This funnel method seems to smooth out the yogurt really well. You can see that it's nice and smooth now. So I use the funnel when I'm putting the yogurt in these to-go containers. And I also use these containers for the kids when we leave the house or go on a long road trip. They get these containers for their chocolate milk and their strawberry milks and even their regular milks, because Kingston cannot have store-bought milk. It upsets his stomach because he has always had raw milk. And that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Happy homesteading!